Man, yesterday Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence finally came face to face since they've been since his long talk about them fighting and not fighting and all this stuff. I'm pretty sure they met before. These guys are in boxing circles. These guys they know of each other. They were talking about playing basketball one-on-one. But let me get to the meats of the conversation. Terrence Crawford said that he called Errol Spence. Errol Spence said he knew Terrence Crawford was going to be there. I believe Errol Spence, that Maurice Hooker is Errol Spence's friend, so he was there. Not Earl, yeah, Errol Spence's friend, so he was there supporting him. And Terrence Crawford, you know, he's with Top Rank. It was a Top Rank promotion, so Terrence Crawford was there. But Terrence Crawford said that you know, he wanted to meet Errol Spence face to face. Pretty sure Errol Spence knew that he was going to run into Terrence Crawford himself. They had a nice conversation. Bob Arum was there. You know, Earl Spence was telling Bob Arum, I thought you said you didn't know, you didn't think Al Heyman existed, and you know, all that stuff. It was a lot of joking going on. It's cool that them guys can be cordial, man, because you don't need to be. Look, if y'all gonna fight anyway, you don't have to be all crazy and call each other names and all this stuff. I'm glad the guys kept it cordial. Hey, they both said they want to fight each other. But it still remains that Errol Spence does not want to fight Terrence Crawford right now. He's still saying, because Crawford leaned in and said, what do Al Heyman say about fighting me? Now, Errol Spence said, I'm going to fight Mikey Garcia. I'm going to fight Mikey Garcia. I'm going to fight Sean Porter. I'm going to fight Keith Thurman before he fight Terrence Crawford, essentially. So Terrence Crawford is not on the menu to fight, you know what I'm saying, Errol Spence. And Errol Spence, the way Errol Spence was talking, this fight is about 2 years away, man. Because look at it like this. Keith Thurman and Sean Porter already got a fight for next year. Errol Spence got a fight for next year. And then after Keith Thurman and Sean Porter fight their fight, they gonna fight. Now, are they gonna fight late next year? Who knows if they're gonna even fight late next year? They may fight someone else before they fight again. And then, what if like Ugas is gonna fight Sean Porter? Ugas is a nice challenge. Now, Ugas is a wild card. Ugas can come in here and fight Sean Porter hard, man. And what if, look, that's a great fight, and they have to fight a rematch. See, that's why schedules do not work in boxing, man. Because you never know what's going to happen fight to fight. Crawford, if Crawford want to fight Errol might as well go ahead and fight Crawford, because like Crawford said, you told me to go get a belt. You said go get a belt and you will fight me. Errol Spence had nothing to say because he said that. So if y'all two want to fight and the other guys are stalling or whatever, or they scared, why don't y'all two go fight and get that situation over with between y'all two? Because we never know. Y'all may have a great fight and y'all may have to fight again. So stop chasing around guys that don't want to fight you at the moment and fight a guy that wants to fight. But Errol Spence doesn't want that fight right now. I'm going to tell y'all right now. What he said on Trio Boxing Talk is the same thing what he said in front of Terrence Crawford. I'm going to fight Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, and Keith Thurman before I fight you, essentially. And, you know, Errol Spence keep on telling Terrence Crawford, you too small. Terrence Crawford is not small. Now, they stood next to each other. Now, Terrence Crawford had boots on. I don't know what, Terrence Crawford had some Timberlands on. I don't know what Errol Spence had on. I couldn't see what he had on. But they're not, Errol Spence is not this overwhelmingly big guy over Terrence Crawford. And Errol Spence is out of shape. He looked like he holding a lot of water. You can see it in his face, too. You know what I'm saying? He got a puffy face. You can look at Terrence Crawford and say, Terrence Crawford is in shape. Terrence Crawford is in shape right now. Errol Spence is like he holding a lot of water, like he, you know what I'm saying, gained a lot of weight in between fights. And I'm going to keep on telling people, you cannot continuously not walking around closer to your weight that you're going to actually fight. You can't continuously get away with that. You can get away with that when you're in your early 20s, your early teens, when you first start, when you first go pro. But as you reach the age of 30, which Errol Spence is 28. He's about to be 29 in March. I believe his birthday is in March. He's about to be 29 in March. So by the time he fight Mikey Garcia, he's going to be probably 29. So, and you cannot keep doing that, man. And people in boxing understand. That's why Terrence Crawford kept on saying, man, you look fat, man. You look fat. And Errol Spence kept on saying, no. He was like, look at your stomach, man. He said, you look fat. You look fat. Because, for one, Errol Spence is I believe he's more of a 154 fighter. He's not a natural 147 pounder. And we know Terrence Crawford is moving up. Terrence Crawford is more closer to a natural 147 than Errol Spence. So Errol Spence has to be real careful not to shoot past your weight that much. Like yesterday, Errol Spence looked every bit of 185, at least 185, at least. You can see his shoulders. You can see how his face is puffy. He looks every bit of 185. He could be more, but I wouldn't say he's that drastically, that close to 200. But he's about 185, and you got to be careful with that, man, because the weight can beat you too before you get in the ring. Because if you don't go in training camp and you got to lose 15, 20 pounds in training camp, more worried about losing weight than your opponent, you got a problem. Terrence Crawford goes into training camp. It's all about the opponent. The weight doesn't matter to him because he's walking around more his natural weight. And you supposed to keep you look. If you're smart, you're gonna stay within 10 pounds of your fighting weight. If you're smart, especially as you get up in age, you have to stay closer to, because your body, you will kill your body so much in training camp as far as losing weight that it shows up in the later rounds in the fight. And that's why I keep on telling people, Terrence Crawford going to stop Errol Spence, man. He's going to stop her. And Terrence Crawford said, Errol Spence said, when I beat you, everybody going to say you was too small. And Terrence Crawford said, when I beat you, everybody going to say you was drained at the weight. Because Terrence Crawford understand. These guys understand weight. These guys been dealing with weight all their life. They've been boxing for a long time. They understand how the mathematical situation of the weight pays a big difference in the fight. So, and then a lot of people gonna come away with this saying, "Oh, Terrence Crawford won the face-to-face debate, or Errol Spence won." Neither one of them won the face-to-face debate, the face-to-face confrontation. Each one of them showed their personality. Spence is more quiet, so Terrence Crawford is more boisterous and more of a talker, and it showed in the in the talk, because Terrence Crawford was mostly controlling the talking. Errol Spence did check one of Terrence Crawford's boys. I hate when people on the side, y'all don't say anything. Let the fighters talk. I hate when the entourage has something to say. Don't have nothing. And you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence did right by checking that little dude. Come on, man. What are you talking for? You know what I'm saying? And then Terrence Crawford said, hey, you talking to me? Because he did right when he said, hey, you talking to me. He trying to quarrel that situation and not let that blow up and say, hey, I'm the man. You talking to me. That guy's behind me. So, and you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? They're friendly. You could tell they're friendly. You know what I'm saying? You could tell they don't have no mean you don't have to have no mean animosity towards each other, because if y'all gonna fight, all this stuff is gonna be settled in the ring. Now, my thing is this: when are we gonna see the fight? And Errol Spence said again. He said, I'm about to call my boss. He faked like he was calling, and he said, oh, EJ, it's EJ promotion. I don't have a boss. So y'all see that he said he don't have a boss. So that means this fight is being held up by who? Errol Spence. He the one said, I don't have a boss. Terrence Crawford boss was right there. Bob Arum said told Spence the best thing you could do is stay away from this man. And Terrence Crawford was like, Bob been around boxing a long time. He understands fighters. He understands, you know what I'm saying, what fighters can do this, what fighters can do that. He said, he's telling you right. No, but, that was tongue in cheek. But like I said, Errol Spence is holding up the fight. He's still ducking. He's still ducked down. It's not man down for me no more. It's duck down. You know what I'm saying? It's duck down. It's not man down. It's duck down. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence should be fighting next year. After they fight their opponents, they should fight next year. Now, if they fight late next year, like in November or October or September, I'm cool with that. But this fight should not go past next year, because Keith Thurman and Sean Porter they got a schedule too. Just like Errol Spence got a schedule, say he want to fight Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, and Keith Thurman. Those guys got their own schedule. You and Terrence need to go ahead and fight. I mean, Terrence gonna win the fight, but y'all need to go ahead and fight. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.